Welcome to the Explainer, where today we're flipping the script on cybersecurity. Instead of just building taller walls, we're going to look at the clever art of building smarter traps. So let's just start with a simple question. How do you catch a hacker? Now, you might think the answer is a better firewall or maybe more complex passwords, but the reality? Well, it's way more interesting than that. That's right. Some of the most advanced security techniques out there aren't about keeping attackers out at all. Nope. It's all about inviting them into a carefully controlled, totally fake environment where you can watch their every move. So first up, we're turning the tables. We're going to explore how security professionals are using an attacker's own methods, their reconnaissance and exploitation techniques, right back against them through deception and disruption. Okay, let's dive into the foundational tool in this world of digital deception, the honeypot. Think of it as the digital equivalent of a mousetrap, perfectly baited and just waiting. So a honeypot is essentially a virtual world. It's a decoy system designed specifically to attract attackers, especially the automated bots that are constantly scanning the internet. The goal is to get them to attack this fake system so you can see exactly what they're doing. And get this, some of the most critical discoveries of new malware and even zero-day exploits, vulnerabilities nobody even knew existed, have come from watching what attackers do inside these traps. The process is just brilliantly simple. The attacker is drawn to what looks like a really vulnerable system. They then waste all their time and resources trying to break into it, and all the while, the defender is on the other side just taking notes, observing their methods, and gathering this incredibly valuable intelligence that can be used to strengthen defenses for pretty much everyone. Now, what's really fascinating here is how a honeypot's purpose is the exact opposite of a normal production system. A regular server, its goal is to protect data and serve legitimate users. A honeypot, it wants to draw attackers in. Any traffic it gets is, by definition, suspicious. Its value isn't in running a business, but in the security intelligence it gathers. Of course, this whole thing creates a constant arms race. As attackers get better and better at spotting these traps, defenders have to ramp up the complexity and intelligence of their honeypots, making them more and more realistic just to maintain the illusion. It's a real cat-and-mouse game. So let's level up, shall we? Let's see how this builds from a single trap into an entire decoy neighborhood. Because if one honeypot is good, a whole network of them is even better. Yeah, to make the deception truly convincing, individual honeypots are combined into a much larger, interconnected infrastructure called a honeynet. This creates a much more believable playground that can keep even a sophisticated human attacker busy for weeks, giving defenders this amazing over-the-shoulder look at how advanced hacking groups actually operate. And this just shows you the complexity we're talking about. A honeynet isn't just one fake server. It mimics an entire corporate network. We're talking virtual workstations, servers, routers, firewalls, the whole shebang. The goal is to make this fake world look and feel completely real to any intruder. Okay, now we get even more granular. We're moving from trapping an attacker inside a fake environment to tricking them with specific pieces of fake data. This is where things get really, really clever. So the crucial thing here is to understand the difference. Think of a honeyfile like a digital tripwire. An attacker accesses it, and bang, an alarm goes off. A honey token, on the other hand, is more like a tiny little GPS tracker. You attach it to your data to see where it travels if it ever gets stolen. Just imagine you're an attacker, right? You gain access to a system, and you find a file with this name. Come on, it's an absolutely irresistible target. But what the attacker doesn't know is that it's a honey file. The moment they open it, an alert is sent to the security team, letting them know they've got an intruder who has no business being there. Honey tokens are even more subtle. These are small, unique bits of traceable data that you can just sprinkle throughout your network. If that information is ever copied or distributed or used, you know exactly where the leak came from and you can prove who took it. Their versatility is really their greatest strength. Think about it. A company can intentionally place a fake but valid-looking set of API credentials on a public code repository. The moment a hacker finds and tries to use those credentials, it doesn't just fail, it trips a silent alarm, instantly notifying the security team of the attempted breach, the attacker's IP address, and exactly which secret they stole. It turns a potential catastrophe into a major intelligence win. So, what does this all mean for the future of cybersecurity? Well, it signals a major shift in thinking. It's all about a new proactive defense. This represents a fundamental change from a passive, defensive posture to an active, intelligence-gathering one. The goal is no longer just to build a wall and hope it holds. It's to actively engage with threats, to learn their methods, and to turn their own efforts against them. And that's really the key takeaway here. By embracing deception, security teams can create an environment that is not only stronger, but smarter. The question for the future isn't just, how do we keep them out? But once they're in our maze, what new global threat can they reveal to us before it strikes?